Hi everyone, so today you are seeing me in my specs in a completely different getup. It's because my first student is going to present a story, and she's my first student. She also happens to be my niece, and we both wear Harry Potter glasses. So she's going to be talking about a parallel between Indian mythology and Greek mythology. So listen to her, it's a fantastic story. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ohna and I will be talking about some parallels between Greek mythology and Indian mythology. Both of these stories have a flood and the human race in common. There once was a king called Manu, and the word Manav has come from Manu, which means the human race. Manu had gone to do his morning prayers at a river and had cupped some water in his palms and saw there was a small fish. He was going to put the fish back in the river when the fish asked him if he could take him home. The king obliged and put him in a large vessel. Within a few days, the fish outgrew that vessel, so the king put him in another one. The fish outgrew that too, so the king put him in another one. After the fish outgrew that, the fish was transferred into a pond. After outgrowing that, he was put into a lake and then a river. And then finally, the king decided to put the fish into the ocean. Before the fish went into the ocean, the fish warned the king that there were going to be huge floods and that he should collect the best seeds from flora and the best representatives from fauna. And he should build a huge ship. During the voyage, the king recited the Vedas the fish recited the Vedas to the king, and the king came to the conclusion that the fish was an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. In Greek mythology, there was someone called Deucalion, whose father was called Prometheus. Prometheus had warned his son that there was going to be a huge flood, just like the fish, and had also told him to build a huge ship. Deucalion and his wife Pyrrha built a huge ship and stayed safe during the floods. When they saw the damage the floods had caused, they were devastated and asked the Oracle of Themis how to restore the human race. The Oracle of Themis said they had to throw the bones of their mother behind their shoulders, the bones being rocks and their mother being Mother Earth. So, Deucalion picked up a rock and threw it over his shoulder, and to his delight, a man sprung up. Pyrrha did the same, and a woman sprung up. They were happy and threw as many rocks as they could. While people sprung up, the human race was restored in Greece. Thank you.
So you just heard a story which is a parallel between the Hindu mythology and Greek mythology. This particular story is not from the Mahabharata. This particular story of Matsyavtar is taken from the Bhagavad Puran, which is considered to be a very religious text. Now, because it is a religious text, I will give a reference to one more religious text. Old Testament in the Bible. What did God tell Noah to do? To build an ark. And what was the ark built for? To protect against that flood, Genesis. And what did God advise Noah to do? To take one animal from each species so that their race can get carried on for generations. It's the same story everywhere. And we shout divide. Have a good Sunday.